So in this particular video, I'm going to talk about WordPress plugin, the specific plugin that allows you to automate your blog posting. So now that you have your 5 to 10 articles or newsletters or whatever written, and you set up your WordPress blog, we've installed the WordPress theme, we're ready now to automate the WordPress blog. So what I'm going to do is go to SiteMile, which is the site that has a WordPress plugin. In video 1, I briefly talked about SiteMile, which is the company that creates the AutoPost plugin. There are many different types of plugins out there that claim to be an AutoPost plugin, but for our purpose and for our sake, what we want to do is to add the articles into the system so that it will post the articles every week or every day or whatever you choose. Basically, it's sort of like an autoresponder. This is not a plugin. I found a lot of plugins out there that claim to be AutoPost plugins, but a lot of plugins are generally plugins that are made for only the purpose of scraping data and stealing content off of other sites and build blogs upon that. That's not our goal today, because if you do that, then what happens is people come to your site, they realize that the content's not that great, then they might sign up on your list, but the list that you build is not going to be high converting, and in fact will hurt you down the road. So that's why I recommend AutoPost plugin. It does cost $45, the unlimited license, which means you don't have to pay. Let's say you want 3 websites. If that's the case, I'd recommend just $100, which is not bad considering what it can do. Now, let me give you a brief overview of what it can do. Just features of the WordPress AutoPost plugin. You can post the author. You've got custom fields. You can schedule import. You can tell it basically set the time, whether you want it to be every minute, every hour, every day. Let's say every 24 hours, which is a day, or every 20 hours, which is not a day, but almost a day. You can schedule that, and you can import the articles into the system in advance and do that, or every 36 hours. It's up to you. You can pause or activate feeds. You can select the number of posts to import for each feed. You've got FTP support. You can do a lot more, as you can see. And before you buy, I'd recommend you can also take a look at the screenshots. Take a look at what it can do. So as you can see, here's the settings. In editing, it is not that hard. Then you can add a new feed or RSS feed. You can edit current feeds, edit feed main details, for example, Craigslist. If you have Craigslist feeds, now of course if you don't know how to install it, I'm not going to show you how to use or install it, because there are already video tutorials on that. My whole goal is to set you and point you in the right direction. And it's pretty convenient because they show you how to install it and how to use it. Installing plugins in general is very easy. Remember how I showed you earlier how to install a WordPress theme? Well, installing WordPress plugins is not any different. All you have to go to do is plugins folder, go to the plugins folder, drop in the folder in there, and then what you do is go to the WordPress dashboard, go to plugins, and click activate. It's the same exact concept as installing a WordPress theme. But with SiteMile, it shows you how to use it, and I'm not going to show you how to use that just because it already shows you already. What I do want to talk about, though, is RSS feeds, because The WordPress plugin really dives into, posting feeds, RSS feeds, in the format of feeds. So your articles will need to be in the form of feeds. What you need to do is you need to upload the content and through FTP or whatever onto a specific page. So once you have that page, so what I'm going to do is, let's say I will open this one up. And I'm going to close that down. And basically create a page. And you can use your HTML tool if you want to do this. I'm using a program called NVU, which is free. And as you can see here, I got the article here. I can close that down. I'll just call it the article.html. I'm going to go to FTP. And I'll just move that over here. And you'll notice that this is the article, right? All I have to do is go here and enter it here and click 2RS. So that's something to just keep in mind. There are other plugins out there. If you do a search in Google. And there are other WordPress plugins. This one is similar. It's autoblog.com. But as you can see here, it creates blog posts from any RSS feed and Atom feed, which means that your articles need to be in the format of an RSS feed. Basically, if you go to Google and you type in something like, how to create an RSS feed, then just copy that over, and then you have your RSS feed.